Hey guys, this is Professor Ion and welcome to episode 4 of my Let's Play. Now today I'm going to show you a couple of really cool things that I wanted to get built for making my life easier when doing off-camera resource gathering. I would like to apologize in advance for my voice and everything and coughing, etc. I'm not feeling the best. I'm a little bit sick thanks to my cousin, but I should be able to make do and I should live. So today I was having some problems. As you can see, I've done a little bit of off-camera building. I'm sorry, I had to. I'll show you how I did it. I'm having some problems keeping up with power, and coal isn't the best way for me to go. I think I might start using charcoal to keep up, but my power generation isn't the best, and obviously I'm needing quite a bit of power. Now I'm making some glass for, well, part of it's because glass is cool, aesthetically especially. I really like glass. And I do have quite a bit of coal going on right now at this point in time, but that's not necessarily a guaranteed will last long. And of course, convenient inventory being one of my favorite mods. Can't live without it. I have done, as you can see, a lot of off-camera mining. I have a lot of stuff, which is good because that means that as soon as I can get my power collection going, I can show you guys a lot of really cool stuff. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. And still, of course, as usual, what the heck? There is no texture for the biogenerator. That is weird. Oh well. Anyway. So this is, of course, always on recipe mode rather than cheat mode. Generators are important, so the first thing we're going to be building today would be a generator. And I already have most everything put together. I have a machine block, which we don't need. I have an iron furnace, we need that, and a redstone batteries, we need those as well. Now we also need 3 pieces of refined iron. I actually set all this up ahead of time so that we could get this set up. So I'm going to put the iron furnace in like so. There's a creeper outside my door. I hope y'all are aware of that. I'm not going to let him in and blow me up. I'll come up with some way around that. Put the refined iron in like so, and then put the redstone battery on top. Now, I had forgot, I wasn't paying attention, that there's a better way to do this, or at least I think. They both use about the same amount of iron, and I guess technically this one is cheaper because it doesn't use as much refined iron, but you can do a standard furnace, a machine block, and a redstone battery. Is the creeper still there? Sometimes they come and visit and then they leave. Alright, so there's the way I just showed you. I've got my generator. You can also take a furnace, a machine block. Yeah, the machine block doesn't go there. Machine block goes over here. I need another generator. So that's all well and good. Now, I also need some coal dust, 2 electric circuits, and glass, and 3 glass. And what I'm going to be building is solar panels, and I have some of those upstairs, and I'll show you, and hopefully not get killed by this. Oh, the creeper's still there. Come on, go away. Alright guys, should I pick a fight with the creeper? Maybe I should make some armor. You guys ready to see Professor Ion duke it out with the creeper? Yeah, let's do it. Alright. But I suppose if I'm going to end up fighting a creeper, not only will I want armor, I'm going to want some wicked awesome weaponry, right? Well, I have just the thing. And believe it or not, I actually didn't plan this for that creeper to be creeping outside my house right now. Just kind of happened, and I'm going to roll with it. He's out here somewhere. Oh, it's night. Ooh, I don't like that. Anyway, made some armor anyhow. So I will get into a weapon that I will be using after we do the solar panels. I'm going to hop in bed real quick. And while I'm sitting here waiting for day, The solar panel system will generate power during the day, and I do have the advanced solars mod and some of those solar panels will generate power. Crap, creeper! Yeah, he's following me. I found him. He's up there. You guys saw him too, right? Yeah, he's out there. He's waiting for me. Oh, wow. That's just mean. But the Advanced Solars mod, some of those solar panels will create power for you. I want high ground. At night. And I think it's a little bit of a ripoff, but I got the Advanced Solars mod to look at something a friend was building. So I probably won't be using that. I might get into compact solars in the future. But I'm kind of good with, you know, standard low voltage solars like I've got. And they're up here, and yes, I'm sorry, I built this off camera. But it's just this little stone ring around my solar panels. There's only 3 of them right now. I'm about to add 4. And what this will be is it'll just be a little plus sign. And I'll have, I miscalculated this wall, has to go back more. But I can fix that off camera. So I'll have more of this wire that'll go out this way to here. Put a solar panel here, and it'll run all the way across. And all the way across over here. And then I can put the solar panels on top of them as well. So that's really cool. Now, back to making them. And I think those guys are making like 1 energy unit per tick or something like that. So they're not that fast alone, but in a decent number they can do some pretty neat stuff. I'm not 100% sure what the numbers is. Maybe it's 32 energy units per tick. But they make a decent amount of energy, but just the 3 of them isn't gonna come close to keeping up with my machines and stuff that I want to have running. So I will be more, but for right now, I'll stick to 1. So I'm gonna toss my generator in here, my electrical circuits, and my coal dust like so, and then my glass like so. And I switched it up. I always switch it up. So the coal dust goes like so, you know, glass. Pretty basic recipe. Of course, it's all in NEI if you want to go into NEI solars. And see, like I said, advanced solar panels, and then there's like the ultimate hybrid solar panels, and they're crazy expensive because they use coal chunks and sonarium alloy, which I don't even know how you get that. You need sonarium and an iridium plate. You need iridium to get the plate, and I don't even know how you get iridium, so that's a little bit ridiculous. And then sonarium is glowstone with UU matter. So they're extremely expensive, but this one also uses an iridium plate. This one does not. This is reinforced glass, advanced alloys, an advanced machine block, and a solar panel. It's not too bad, but they make quite a bit of energy for what their price is. I don't know, I don't like using it. So there's my solar panels that I'm going to run upstairs and toss on the box among the rest. And something you should all know is with copper cables, if a current has to go more than 4 spaces without a bat box, so really my bat box should be here, but yeah, it should. I might move that. Then you actually lose some current and it cuts your productivity down, but it's not that much. So it's not really enough to be worth freaking out over, especially over one cord like that. So you might notice that I put bat boxes in quite frequently when I expand that solar system, because I'm sure it won't stay that small. And this is just a basic little hut down here. I mean, I've got some machines and stuff in here, but I'd prefer to get it above ground. So I'm going to start doing, right now, I'm going to build you a 9x9. And we'll get a pretty cool house going on like that. And these 9x9s, they're good general purpose. They're very useful. And they're a decent size. They're nothing too huge and they're nothing overly small. So you can get a good amount of use out of them. And let's see, I want to put the sand in a furnace. Now, I will also be producing charcoal at a pretty high rate pretty soon. Now, one of the things I want to build, and I don't quite remember the recipe for it, so I have to look it up, is one of my favorite tools is a chainsaw. That's what I thought. Electric circuit and a redstone and a rechargeable battery and 5 refined iron. Alright? Now, I have to quick whip up an electric circuit, and it looks like I'm a little bit short on rubber for that. And I don't think I have any rubber for it. So I'm going to go fetch some rubber, maybe cut down a couple of trees. I don't know. Should I do that off camera or on camera? Yeah, you know what, I'll do that on camera, and then I'll go off camera to refine it and stuff. Or maybe I'll build the 9x9 while that's cooking away. So you'll see out here that I have expanded my wheat field a little bit. I put a fence around it because all the mobs and everything were killing it, and it was pissing me off. I don't like it when mobs mess with my food. I don't like it when anything messes with my food, actually. I don't appreciate it, so don't touch my food. Okay? Yeah, just leave it alone. Alright, let's see here. Yep, there is more up there. I thought so. Now, I have a cool mod installed, and I haven't played a whole lot with it yet, and I don't know if I told you guys about it the other day. Some of you might have noticed it on my NEI screen when I was doing the looking at upgrades and stuff, were upgrades for force field generators. So I have the force fields mod, and that's pretty cool. I haven't quite figured it all out yet, so I'm still going to be playing with it. But it looks to be something that will be very useful. You know, I can put a force field around something and it'll keep the mobs and everything out, which is something I would look forward to because I hate having mobs and stuff in my house. It very much irritates me. Alright, so force fields mod, definitely cool. And I'm sorry, I've added quite a few mods since I started. You know, thermal expansion, convenient inventory, force field. Another thing I added is a tweak to Buildcraft called logistics pipes. And logistics pipes are really cool. I've been playing around with them on my test world, and I enjoy them. I think they're cool. They're definitely far beyond something I could program. They very much impress me, and I think that oh, I'm trying to remember who did it. The mod author for the what are they called? I'm sorry, I'm having a memory shot right here. So we'll look them up real quick. Yeah, logistics pipes. That's better. Now I feel better about myself. I wonder something. If I hit O in here, nope, it has to be in the inventory. If you hit the O key with NEI installed, it'll turn it on and off. So I use that quite often. Now, energy storage has also been a considerable problem among energy production, which is obviously considerably slow. And with the chainsaw, I will be much improving that energy production rate, because that's kind of irritating. And I want to build something now, and I don't have any wool, so I can't, because I need more wool than I have enough string to make. Maybe not. I'll get into that later. I'll build some forestry backpacks in the near future. I'll go exploring and get some wool. And let's see. Oh, I had this episode all planned out and everything. It was all neat and organized in my head, and now it's gone all over the place. That's okay. You guys don't mind, I'm sure. I hope none of you are too OCD and gonna freak out on me or something, because I just made more copper cables even though I have a ton of them in here. So I need an electric circuit, which is going to require me to get... Come on. Alright, we got enough rubber. We're good. I can make some electric circuit now. Then I can really get cooking with stuff. Alright. So, I'm going to build me up some electrical circuits here. After I get myself some more cable. And And you might notice that my brain isn't quite operating at its normal pace, and that is simply due to the fact that I'm sick, so it should be resolved hopefully before next episode, but maybe not. And another thing to let you all everybody know is school will be starting for me in a couple of days on September 5th. So I don't have that much longer that I'll be able to just record willy-nilly at free. So my recording might be less frequent, but I'll still try and hopefully get 2 or 3 episodes up a week. How often that'll actually work, I'm not sure. Family crises and stuff can kind of screw up my schedule, but it's usually not too bad. And so I'm hoping not to screw up everyone's schedule, and I'm hoping to keep this Let's Play going at a fairly decent rate. But it's something that's kind of out of my control. But I will definitely try my best to keep everything organized and everything together. And any comments, etc. about the Let's Play, obviously I'm sorry, I've been doing a little bit of stuff off camera, and this big room is part of that. This big room will be for future stuff that I haven't quite started on yet, and hoping that this iron and stuff gets done pretty soon here so that I can make my chainsaw. Chainsaw has several purposes, actually, like a ton of purposes. The chainsaw can be used to cut down trees, to collect leaves, and it can be used like shears, so it can shear sheep. It can also collect, like I said, leaves, and what else? Let's see, it can collect leaves. I said that. It can collect... Darn, now I can't think straight. It'll collect your leaves. It'll collect just about anything, like plant matter wise. You can collect ferns with it, which is pretty cool. And obviously my power storage slash generation is pretty sucky right now. So I'm going to do something about that. And now that I have my chainsaw, I can cut down some trees and get my generator cooking a little bit faster thanks to charcoal. And I think I'm going to cut out real quick and come back to you guys with some more information and all kinds of other good stuff that I'll have going on. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Bye. Hey everyone, welcome back to Professor Ion's Let's Play, episode 4. I just took some time off to do some tree harvesting and stuff, and I ended up adding a little bit upstairs. Just this little building here, kind of protect me from those creepers that tended to be creeping around outside. And I'll put glass in these empty spots as soon as I got it, so that'll be good. Now, moving on to something cool to build. I know you've all been waiting for it, so I'm going to build something cool. I'm going to need redstone, and I'm going to need diamonds. Should need 4 of those. And I'm going to need some gold. And do I have any more rubber? Please say yes. Yes, I do. Okay. So, what I'm going to be building is an MFE and a low voltage transformer. So, in order to build these things, we're going to have to take and make some energy crystals, which is going to be like so. It's a diamond surrounded by redstone. So we'll take out our 4 energy crystals. We also have to make some gold cable, and I get 12 of that, of course. The thing is, it has to be 2x insulated gold cable for it to work properly. So we're going to take those and we're going to put them in the corners here, and I have to go quick fetch my machine block. Of course, forgetting something while using a standard crafting table. Don't have a machine block on me pre-made, so I'll have to fix that up right now. So charcoal's cooking away here. I've got a chest here to toss the charcoal in. I'll try and keep a separate stack of 8 charcoal for the purpose of making more. And the cool thing about these energy crystals is they hold 100,000 energy units. Well, an MFE holds, I think, 600,000 energy units. and it's extremely useful. It's very good energy storage, and it'll outdo this bat box here that's topping out at 40,000, which means when that bat box tops out at 40,000, my solar panels are now wasting time being up there. So with the MFE, we shouldn't have that problem too much until the solar farm expands, and then I've got yet another cool item to put in after that. Now, as soon as this all finishes up, which it should be on its way to doing pretty quick, I'm going to want another cool item, and that requires this tin here, some more rechargeable batteries, and I believe an electric circuit. It's always in an electric circuit, isn't it? Of course. Alright. Quickly here, reorganize my inventories and stuff so that it all is kind of organized. So we'll be taking, I think, something like this, a piece of tin, and an electric circuit as soon as I can get this cooked up. And these items here will make my life easier. They'll make your lives easier knowing how to make them. Extremely useful. I love them. Can't live without some of them sometimes. And I'm lacking stuff. Anyway, we'll get right across to this machine block here and see if we can't get this MFE finished up. So machine block in the center, these energy crystals along the sides, and then in the corners take our double insulated golden cable and get an MFE. Now I'm also going to want something else, and this would be a wrench. In order to make a wrench, I'm going to need some tin and copper dust, and let's see, I'm getting 2 for every... oh, okay, trying to think here right now. I'm going to need 3 of those. And if I'm going to do... see, I'll get this figured out pretty soon. I hope. It should work. So we'll get the dust mixed up and all that good stuff going. And so that I can build my wrench. And my wrench is going to be extremely useful. I'll use several of them. I'll probably break a couple. And then I'll build another cool item that'll take its place. Because I have items to replace just about any standard tool. There's an electric version of it that I'm yet to show you. So get excited about that because this is pretty cool. I'm going to need my copper cables for that electric circuit and not drop my golden cables because they're expensive. And top off this electric circuit as soon as I go grab the redstone that I put away because I thought I was done with it. So yeah, my train of thought isn't the best today, but hey, I'm making do. And I'm doing some cool stuff, so I guess you can't really complain about that now, can you? So let's finish this guy out here. Backpack, maybe it requires 6. Yep. Now we have a backpack, and this holds 60,000 energy units. And this bad boy can be charged up in a generator, or I don't even think it can be charged in a bat box, can it? No, it can. Okay. Put all that back in. Maybe. No, it's already full. Alright, so I could fill it here. I could use it to produce power, I think. I don't know. Anyway, that's not important. Now that I have that backpack, the batteries that I've been using to recharge tools will be obsolete. One of the first things I have to do, though, is I have to get my MFU set up. And the MFU will replace the bat box very easily, really. And what we're going to do is we're going to craft up an interesting little item here. And this is called bronze. And bronze is very useful. It serves a number of purposes, and it can be made into tools and chest plates and all kinds of cool stuff like that. But right now I'm just working on getting enough of it to satisfy what I need to build this wrench. So you see we're getting our bronze going over here, and I'm going to need... Oh, shoot. I'm going to have to look up the recipe because I'm not 100% sure. This would be our wrench right here. This is it, and it's any kind of bronze. There's 2 different kinds for whatever reason. And this little Y shape. So you're going to need 6 of them. Sounds about right. Yep, 6 of them. So they're pretty cool. And they'll allow us to rotate machines and move machines more safely. And look, I've got enough. No, that's copper, that's copper, that's copper. That was dumb. That was very dumb. It's kind of weird for me to have particles on like this. I'm not used to it. I usually play with them off, but it's kind of cool. I kind of like it. I'm not going to complain. So, we'll get the rest of that bronze dust. And I know I'm making more than I really need, but you can never really have enough bronze. So we'll interrupt these machines here as soon as this one finishes up its last piece. And then we'll empty out our batteries into the MFE and hopefully be able to borrow some charge and stuff from other machines to... That way I can put everything in the MFE without losing anything all that important. What we're going to do is we're going to cut this out right here. Maybe not. I'll have to adjust it quite a bit because the MFE uses medium voltage and these can only handle low voltage. So yeah, let me explain that a little bit. There's 2 different kinds of power in this game, or several different types of power. I mean, there's redstone, so that's your redstone power and stuff. But then there's even more than that, because then we have our energy units, our EU, from Industrial Craft 2. And that's always a very good type of power. But the problem is that there's different types of energy units. There's, your medium voltage, your low voltage, and your high voltage. And you'll notice down here on our bat box, it's doing 32 energy units per tick. The MFE does like 100 and something. So it's much more powerful. And that's good and bad. Alright, it's good to an extent and bad to another extent. So what I'm going to do here is if you right click on a machine with a wrench in hand, it will pick up the machine, and sometimes you'll get a machine block, sometimes you won't. But it increases your rates a lot more from breaking them with a pick or something like that. So I always do it like that, just because it's more productive. Now, before I even let the MFE get power or communicate power, I'm going to have something else. Because you'll see, the MFE does 128 energy units per tick. That's not good, because that'll blow up my bat box and my machines. I don't want that. So I have to build another machine that will use up my batteries. But before I use up my batteries, obviously I want to drain the power out of them. Because, what's the point of the batteries if I'm going to end up screwing them up anyway? If I'm going to use them, I might as well get my money's worth out of them, or my resources worth out of them. So we'll drain these batteries out like so. And the MFE can be plugged in to the solar panels without a problem, because that's energy coming in. And another thing is you'll notice this dot on the MFE, and there's a dot on the bat box right there. You'll see that. That is your output. It has one output, and all other sides are power inputs. So we need that output to be down here so that it can hook up here. Well, in order to do that, we have to right click on the bottom, and if I right click on the side with the dot, it'll pick up the item. And I don't want to risk that, because I could lose, those 4 diamonds and all that redstone gold and stuff I put into it. And if I right click on the bottom, it'll turn it down. And if you shift right click on a side, it'll flip it upside down. So it'll go to the opposite of what it was, or what the side you click on. Crap, that's not good. Did I get my MFE back? Good. So it'll go to the opposite side I click on. So say the power's here. You know, the power's there. If I click, it's going to flip it around the other way. But now I want it down here, like I said. So we're going to right click and it'll flip it down. And now I can send power. But that's still high voltage power. That's still too much for these machines that I have. So I need something to convert that power for me. And that something is called a transformer. And no, it's not Transformers, robots in disguise that we all know of from our childhood days. That we all know and love and miss. Sorry, no, that's not it. This is low voltage transformer, maybe? I thought maybe. Maybe not. Let me find it here. Yeah, still not having any luck with that. Just a sec. Here it is, the LV transformer. Oh, it's copper across the center. What did I have? Batteries? Really? That was kind of dumb. So maybe I won't use up those batteries. That's nice. So we'll take my low voltage transformer, we'll reorganize my inventory, put this guy in here. Now then the other thing is that this is a medium voltage power. Copper cables can't handle it. That's not good. So we'll have to use golden cables because the copper cables will melt. The other thing you'll notice about this medium voltage or low voltage transformer is it looks like a bat box, but it is not. And what you will do is you'll put your power to the side with 3 sides. So if I connect here, the power is going out of the MFE down into the rest of the system. And the 3 sides means it converts it. That takes the high part. So that's your mark for the high power side. Now then, as we should see up here, the energy is no longer in there. Should be in here. I thought this thing had all kind. Ah, I picked it up after it had energy. That was a waste. So now we'll connect it. And if I did that right, I don't think I did. It's nighttime, I bet. I bet it's nighttime. Let's see. We'll look outside here. Yeah, it's nighttime. So the solar panels aren't going to work. Duh. Advanced solar panels, some of them work at night, but that's a little bit overpowered for my taste, and they're extremely expensive, so I'm not going to get into that just yet, but I might in the future. Alright, so here we go. And it's going up and then it's dropping down again because it's got to fill up the bat box. Now, my idea is, just in case I ever need a little extra power, I'm going to put my generator back up here. Yeah, not that. The generator. Alright, so I'm going to put my generator up there. That way, if I do happen to ever need some extra power, I can toss my charcoal up right in there and finish her up and cook her up. So that's always very useful. Yeah, if I can walk through the store here. Strange that I'm having these technical difficulties that I shouldn't. So we're getting a bit of energy production going on. It's still rather small, but I will be expanding it in the future, and I might do that on camera or I might do that off camera. I'm thinking next episode maybe I'll get into some Buildcraft stuff. I have, while I was exploring, found some oil, but I'm not 100% sure what exactly I want to do with that because that's out quite a ways, and teleport pipes is giving me a problem, so I'm kind of waiting for an update on that, and hopefully my teleport pipes will stop disappearing, and hopefully I'll be able to rename them because both of those would be nice. So it's not the prettiest system in the world. I could have done it in a straight line, I'm sure, but you know, it's a system and it works, and my MFE should be getting power here, and that'll pick up power while I'm down in the mine. That'll go above 40,000. It'll go to 600,000, and my backpack is all the way charged up, which is great. So I toss that on in place of chest armor, and that'll power automatically my drills and stuff. Now, just real quick here, I'm going to top these guys off because I'm OCD about that. I like to be able to use them after the backpack runs out of power, most of the time. And in the future there will be all kinds of upgrades to most of the items I've built today. And I'm feeling like I actually went over my time today, so sorry guys, I ran a bit long. But hopefully you enjoyed the episode, and this has been Professor Ion with episode 4 of my Let's Play. So I'll see you guys later.